I can do right now is put on a brave face and go out there and be their leader.
It's over. We are screwed.
Humm, baby.
Enjoy this great game. Here, there's a swing, and there's a high drive to left by Matos. Way back there. It's gone.
There, Cannon. Chapman to deep left field. It is gone. Halfway up the bleachers. Down the line. It will. It is out of here. Encarnacion. First pitch swinging. Deep right center. Gone. First hit to the 10th, and it's a two-run homer.
Oh, we're live. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel for another post-game show. And ladies and gentlemen, it's a wrap. Giants back home for the last homestand of the year, and they lose to the St. Louis Cardinals today. And matter of fact, they may not make it back to 500. The Giants will have to win every single game of the rest of the year to get above 500, and they'll have to go 4-1 to just get to 500. 4-1 to get to 500. Super sad, man. It's like a broken record every year. Same stuff. Same stuff. So, yeah, this was not a pretty game. It was an entertaining game. It was a back-and-forth game. There were a couple of home runs. There were a couple of exciting moments. But it wasn't the prettiest of games with a couple of errors. Chapman made an error. Schmitty booted one. What's going on here? So that wasn't great to see. The bullpen pitched very well today. Verlander pitched okay. Definitely not as good as he has been pitching lately. But, again, not a ton of run support, a little bit of run support. Definitely not much support defensively. The Giants just did not. I would be shocked if Justin Verlander comes back next season, because this year he's got to be like, this team doesn't help me out at all. They don't help me out offensively. They don't help me out defensively. And he wanted to get to 300 wins. So, yeah, losing every game until it's over, says Joe Boyd. Giants lost. I need a joint. Mr. Thorne. I don't have a joint. I do have the next best thing. Some Smarties. You can use it as a joint. It kind of is similar shape of a joint. We got the Cali Okie connection, and we got M. Nagel, aka Logan M. Eric, we've been watching the same every single year for 4 years. 22, 23, 24, 25. 4 consecutive years. It's mind-blowing. It's been 4 years. That's how long I was in the Army. It felt like 20 years. But this last 4 years ago, I'm about like this. What's going on? The Cali Okie, what's going on? I mildly expected a win. I kind of did too, to be honest with you. The Mets have given the Giants every chance in the world, and the Giants were like, no, we're good. We're good. The Reds were like, okay, we'll take it. So the Reds are the team that stepped up, and I knew, I felt strongly that one of the remaining teams was going to step up and take that spot from the Mets. Now, the Mets still might end up making it, but the Reds are looking like favorites to me right now. The teams that could have done it were the Reds, Giants, Diamondbacks, and maybe even Cardinals, and it was the Reds that stepped it up. The rest of us, we did not. We really shouldn't be saying end of season now that we have the playoff spots. We should have been firmly locked in. Wolf, 3,100. Joe Boy, they need to find players that are motivated when getting rid of half the players on the field. They're just goofing off. goofing off. Get rid of Melvin, coaches, players. Blow it up. Blow the whole thing up, says Logan M. That ain't going to happen, though. This has just been a crazy, crazy season. Is Wilmer Flores done play for this club after the season? Dom Smith taking his place. I think he's a free agent, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is the end for Wilmer as a Giant. I hope he comes back, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. He did have a very nice year. The thing started circling. I hate the circle of death. You guys know about that? When you're looking on the internet, when you're using your phone and you need to see something, and then the circle. It's always at that critical moment. If you're just looking for it and not really care, then it'll work perfect. But that critical moment when you're looking up something that you need to see, the circle. I hate the circle. Bob Melvin hates Flores for some reason. We hope Flores stays. What's going on? AM Echo Sky, Eric, and all my fellow Giants fan, everyone in the chat because the Giants lost again. I knew it. Still time to tank the season means someone's going to get fired in San Francisco. It's going to be an interesting offseason. I love the offseason. You get a chance to recharge your batteries and, take a little break, but also baseball doesn't stop. First of all, you got the hot stove. So you're seeing who's going to sign in free agency, what kind of trades are going to happen, who's going to go where. Always interesting stuff. And also, baseball don't stop. Arizona Fall League and things like that. So baseball never stops. Winter League, winter ball. They strike out too much, laid off bad pitches, just put the ball in play. This is why they can't get any more runs, and they just settle for 4. Don't add Enrique Zamora. You're right. Giants had. They were looking good. They were coming back. They were scoring runs. They lost the lead. They would score some runs. I will break down the whole game. Why not? Elliot Ramos, another leadoff home run. Elliot Henderson. Okay, Elliot Henderson is amazing with the leadoff bombs. And he goes deep, 1-0 Giants. At that point, Verlander was looking good. Unfortunately, third inning. I would be surprised. I'm not going to say, look, last time I said the manager ain't getting fired, he got fired. I feel like he's not going to get fired. I don't feel like Melvin is going to get fired because they freaking extended him this year. They picked up his contract for next year. This year, I feel strongly that Buster Posey told Bob, "You're good. Don't worry about your job. You're going to be here next year." Whether he'll finish next year is a different question. But I think he'll be here next year. Unfortunately, for those of you who want him fired. I don't know, man. I've never been like a fire the manager type, but if they feel that that's what they need to do, go ahead. Like, when's the last time we had a manager that could actually get us some freaking in the playoffs and get us in the World Series? Guy by the name of Bruce Bochy. Third inning, Jose Fermin with the double, Victor Scott the second with the sac bunt, and Ivan Herrera walked. And then it was Alec Burleson with the base hit to tie up the game at 1. Fourth inning, Jordan Walker walks. He is named Walker. Stole a base. Fermin with the double, making it 2-1. Cardinals, but the Giants would come back. Like I said, they made some comebacks today. The bottom of the fourth inning, big rally. Chappie base hit. Schmitty base hit. Bailey with the base hit. Bailey had a multi-hit game today. Base hit to left field, tied it up at 2. And then after a walk to Gilbert, it was Ramos with the key hit right there. He did get thrown out on the base pass, but not before 2 runs scored, making it 4-2 Giants, and we're feeling it right there. Before we could even start celebrating, Newt Bar base hit, and Herrera hit it out of the ballpark to tie the game. And then before you know it, a couple more hits. Obviously, what's his name? How can I forget his name? Nolan Arenado. Nolan Arenado with his double. And then a ground ball second. We're good. No, Schmidt boots it. A run comes home. Giants did get a home run. I'm pausing whenever the circle starts, so I don't know if I'm broadcasting or not, but Devers hit a home run, and that's it. The Giants could not get any more runs. Final score today, 6-5. Verlander, 4 and a third, 9 hits, 6 runs, 4 of those earned, 2 of those unearned, a couple of walks today, 3 strikeouts, but Tristan Beck pitched well, Matt Gage pitched well, and Michael McGreevy pitched well for the Cardinals, or at least well, and they didn't actually pitch that well, but good enough. Okay, I'm good. The circle of death, man. They got to fix that. We have to make some changes. Kaiser Soze, lots of young pitchers on this team. And can he help? And he had a great second half. They said on the Cardinals broadcast to play baseball next year. Is there a typo there or something? I don't quite understand. Well, we will be playing baseball next year, though. Barring some catastrophe, COVID 26, okay, maybe some kind of apocalyptic deal. If the apocalypse happens, y'all, me personally, I'm going out by the river, and just going to try to live off the land. I'm going to get away from people because I know I'm going to get shot quick. We got are the River Cats in the playoffs. That's a big fat negative Ghost Rider. As it turned out, the Tacoma Rainiers are in the playoffs. They're taking on the Las Vegas Aviators, and the series starts tomorrow. Best of 3, and the winner goes to play in the AAA National Championship game Saturday in Las Vegas. I would love to be there. I was there last year. We sold Estrada, Wade, Harrison, Hicks, Trevino, VR, Rogers, Yaz, Doval, Alexander. And you're right. And there's probably more. Alexander, he was here for 1 game. Eric, let's say tomorrow a zombie apocalypse starts. What's the first thing you do? Zombie apocalypse? I have no idea what I would do in that case. Because then a regular apocalypse, I go out into no man's land. I go find a place and just try to survive. Zombies, though, that's a different story. San Jose did make the playoffs. They won the California League. I see slot if favorites in that list won't happen. I see a lot of favorites in that list. That won't happen. We got Kaiser, Soze, all the regulars. So, yeah, that's what happened today to break this game down. There's really not. When you start breaking games down when the playoffs are no longer a thing, Giants just aren't good. They're not good enough. They're not. They're mediocre. It's a weird mediocre because they can be great, they can be unbelievable, and they can be really bad. They're a very, very streaky team, and that's kind of the pattern we've seen. How do we get a team to be halfway consistent? I mean, you're not always going to be perfectly consistent. Even the Dodgers go through tough stretches, but the Dodgers are consistently good. 80% of the time they're good, maybe even 90% of the time. Now, I know that they have a ton of money. They bought everybody. But is that just where we're at with baseball? I mean, the Mets make the playoffs. The Reds might make it now. The Mets make the playoffs. The Dodgers make the playoffs. The Yankees make the playoffs. Maybe we're just like not that great, but we should be with the freaking Giants. We should have higher standards than that. Please hit the like button. You think the Giants should sign Tucker? If the deal is right, I don't see why not. Who's coaching San Jose? I forgot his name offhand. I do know Travis Ishikawa is the hitting coach down there. For y'all who hate Burrow, bring up Ishikawa, but as soon as the Giants start struggling, fire Ishikawa. I don't give almost any credit or criticism to the hitting coach at the major league level unless they're messing them up. Unless they're like, hey, change your stance, change this, change that, and you're messing players up. That is not a good coach. But if you're just, doing what you're supposed to do, at the end of the day, the hitters got to go out and perform. You can't hit for them. You cannot hit for them. Option Melvin to San Jose. They're below average, inconsistent in winning and batting and pitching at all times and fielding. Baby needs your support. Let's freaking go. The entire league is laughing at us. We're the laughing stock. Well, we were. Maybe not now. I think people are pretty much don't care anymore. But for that streak when the Giants lost 15-16 at home, which if they didn't do that, we would be right there. We would be in the play. We probably would be in the playoffs. If they just played okay, Giants would probably be in. You can blame this whole season on that streak right there. Eric, after Giants, can you make a personal life channel? I don't think so, man. I don't like to put everything on the internet. I don't need to put everything on the internet. Some people do. The personal life story. Come with me in this. Come with me shopping. Come with me. And I was like, it's not really my thing, man. But I do have Eric's house, and you can check that out. I do occasionally put stuff on there. Maybe a visit to a museum or something. I might occasionally put something on there. If they played 500 in that 15-16 stretch, we would be in the playoffs. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't think they're laughing at us anymore. Travis from SF Bay Area Sports Talk. You don't know Travis Ishikawa? You know Travis Ishikawa. How old were you in 2014? Maybe 2014 is a while ago. You were probably a kid. You were probably a freaking little kid. It's just crazy how time flies. Somebody born when the Giants won the World Series in 2010 is 15 years old. That's insane. That is insane. Maybe even 16. Driving. All right. Player of the game. I'm going to go ahead and give it to Elliot Ramos. Ramos goes deep to start the game. He also had a big hit later, drove in a couple of runs. Without Ramos, we're not even in this game. So Elliot Ramos, Elliot Ramos, player of the game today. You guys, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. This has been a long season. It's been a long season. I can't even remember not being in this season. It's been a long season. Back and forth, up and down, thinking we're done, playing taps, coming back, then thinking, man, why did I play taps? And now I'm thinking like, well, I guess I was right after all, and that sucks. I wanted to be wrong. I wanted to make an apology video to the Giants and the Giants organization for playing taps too early, and it didn't happen. It was appropriate after all. Can you tell that story? What story? I don't even have the energy to start throwing stuff. Okay, here's the thing. Would I blame a billiards instructor after he taught you the basics for your failures in playing the tournaments? So goes the hitting coach. This is the major leagues. The hitting coach doesn't teach them the basics. I would hope they already know the basics by the time they get to the big leagues. They had a little league coach. They had probably 10 little league coaches. They had high school coaches. Most of them had college coaches. Then they had minor league coaches. They had roving instructors. They've had 6 million coaches by the time they get to the big leagues, the freaking top of the top. They are at the absolute top of their profession by the time they get to the major leagues. So the hitting coach is supposed to teach them the basics. The hitting coach is supposed to teach them how to hit. Are we going to blame Pat Burrell that Eldridge is not quite tearing it? Eldridge has hit the ball hard. I'm not too worried about Eldridge. But I'm just saying, are we going to blame him that Eldridge does not come out the gate crazy when he's had 22 years of instruction? Well, maybe not 22, maybe 16, 17 years of instruction, and he gets to the big leagues. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying, Eric, you missed an earthquake. Is what I heard about that. I didn't know. I'm not in San Francisco. I didn't feel that at all. Selfish egos, mind games, freezing, etc. Eric, the story goes before the game when you put the postgame show on Crazy Crab touchdown, you got pissed off. It was a crash. Oh, it's not a big deal, man. I mean, I was having trouble. I accidentally put the stream on Crazy Crab Chess, as you saw, and I thought I could just delete the stream. And I tried it in the YouTube studio because I didn't have my computer, couldn't do it. Like it wouldn't work. There was a way to do it on the YouTube app, but it wasn't working. It was just not. It just wasn't working. I tried everything. I couldn't do it. I'm watching videos to do it. What I had to do is I had to go to the Chrome app, and then I had to see it as if it wasn't the app view. I had to see it as if it was on a desktop. And even then, I started to go to it, and somehow I was in the Crazy Crab Chess account, and then it took me to the Humm Baby account, but I didn't realize that I deleted the Humm Baby stream. I deleted the wrong one, and I was just getting pissed off, and it was just frustrating. But I finally got it. I finally got it fixed. 4.6 mag. They are walking him already. Eldridge. Eldridge is just getting experience at this point. Eldridge is taking good at bats. His time will come. Oh yeah, dude. No need to worry about Eldridge. He is taking good at bats. He is working walks, and he's smoking the ball when he makes good contact. He's hit the ball hard a couple of times that have been outs. And the double in LA was amazing. I saw that in person. I was at the game where Bryce Eldridge got his first big league hit. That might be an amazing memory in 20 years from now, if I'm still here. And Eldridge ends up having a great career. I could look back and say, I was at his, imagine being like, I was at freaking Hank Aaron's. I saw his first big league hit. I saw even Buster Posey's first big league hit. I did see Tim Lincecum's first big league strikeout. I was at that game in 07. I was at the game in 07 against the Phillies. Dude, I can't give Logan my number. I can't give Logan my number. I'm not in LA, but I'm not home. I had some car issues actually, but we'll see what happens here in the next few days. I'm not even sure myself. But what I do know is we got 5 more games to go, and the Giants need to go 4-1. Now that sounds like impossible, but we are playing the Rockies, so a sweep of the Rockies is not out of the question. And you win 1 and the next 2 against the Cardinals. Or you win the next 2 against the Cardinals, then you win 2 out of 3 against the Rockies. So we'll wait and see, guys. Other than that, I really don't know what else to break down. It's just one of those things, man. Year after year, we get excited for the team. And our standards are just like, I don't even care. I mean, I care, but I just want to be in the playoffs. Sincerely, the Giants make the playoffs in 2026, and then they lose, say they win the NLDS and then they lose the NLCS. I'll be like, you know what? Let's give them a round of applause, man. We got some playoff baseball. Yeah, we wanted to go all the way. Hey, it didn't happen. We were competitive. We got in the playoffs. That's all I want. I just want to get in the playoffs right now. Then build off that. And get back to the Fall Classic. That's all I want. Because I've always, excuse me, Adames can make 30. Yeah, oh yeah, he can. He need 2 more. 2 more. 2 more. But I've always, I got you, Jenny. I've always, thought that just getting in the playoffs and winning a series is there's 30 teams. You're not going to win the World Series every year. So that is all I want. I want to be in the playoffs. I became a Giants fan around 1987. Giants made the playoffs. 84, I knew about the Giants, but really became a fan in 87. They made the playoffs. 88, I went to my first game. They didn't make the playoffs that year. 89, they were in. I just thought, okay, this is Giants. This is historically a great team. This is a team that had Willie Mays, Willie McCovey, Orlando Cepeda going back to New York. This is a classic, great team that competes every year. And then, of course, we got Barry Bonds. 93 won 103 games. 97 were in the playoff. 98 were in the playoff. 99 to 2000. 2002 were in the World Series. It was great. There's a few times we go on a little tough streak, like 05, 06, 07 were tough. 91, 92, but by and large, Giants compete. This is a tough stretch right here. We're talking about 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 9 years, one playoff series. Let me do that again. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 9 years, one playoff series. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Wolf works at you work at Oracle? That's awesome, man. Sounds like a dream job. It's probably not. It's probably like you want to watch the game, but you have to do a job. So, like, I would hate to work at the concessions. Yeah, you're at the ballpark, but you can't see the game, and you just got a bunch of customers coming up to you, probably many of them rude. You know, I'm not rude to the concessions. I'm always nice to the concessions because I know they're working hard. But Wolf, what did you say? Where were you, Wolf? I'm trying to find it. If you worked there, you must have been there for everything. I just want the ring. I can ring since I worked there. So hard to ask. Coming up on 30 minutes. We did the whole 30 minutes today. I figured, why not? I figured, what the heck? I don't know. Giants did win that last game, but if they keep losing, we're going to start wearing helmets for protection. And that's all that is, Ray. Appreciate the amazing support. Y'all are incredible. I do appreciate it. Card of the game today, Jackson Jobe. Detroit Tigers. Jackson Jobe. Other than that, have a wonderful day. Hit the thumbs up. Eric, I'll be disappearing next week. You are extra rude to the Dodger fans. No, did I get any food? I got a pizza at the Dodgers game. That's all I got. I got a pizza because water. Because I was so focused on the game, like I didn't even think about it. And the second game, I got there early. That way I can get a little something for the stadium review. Yeah. Guys, you all are amazing. Thank you again. The ponytail is here. I just have the hat. This hat's a little big, so I just tuck it in the back. I'm going to go get a bite to eat. Dodger fans were cool, man. I had a couple of people talking smack when I was walking out, but as long as you don't, say anything crazy, you'll probably be all right. One guy's like, Giants lost. I'm like, yep. I think someone said, "You Giants suck." I was like, yep. You guys have a wonderful day. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe. And we'll talk to y'all tomorrow.
Here, there's a swing, and there's a high drive to left by Matos. Way back there, it's gone.
There, Cannon. Chapman to deep left field.